What's up guys, Duarte here with another Marvel Strike Force video, and today we are back to talk about this guy and his milestones. And this is probably going to be a controversial video, but I have seen a few videos of other content creators talking about this topic, and I cannot share their opinions. And I think there must be some kind of accountability, not to Scopely, but to other content creators and also to the players. And if you agree with me, make sure you smash that like button in the description of the video, and leave a comment telling if you agree or not with my opinion, and whose fault it is. Because let's be honest, the Doom raids have been available for almost 3 months, 2 months and a half. I made my first video on the Doom raids, and back then they were kind of hard. We didn't know exactly how they were going to work and so on, but we knew that they were going to be important. Early on, the developers said this is how you're going to get the new ISO 8. Now, my opinion on ISO 8, I can make a video talking about that, but it's not the main purpose of this video. And now we know that with the raid milestones, which people were asking for the longest times to be improved, to be revamped and so on. So they finally revamped the milestones, and now everyone is angry because they cannot get all the rewards anymore, because now it's too hard. Now you need to be very, very good to get all the rewards. And one of the rewards is shards for Silver Surfer. Silver Surfer is the best premium character in the game, period. Doctor Doom, Ultron, Legendaries, it doesn't matter, because he is the only character that you can buy, and that is the best character. And the other characters that you cannot buy, you shouldn't compare to him. He is the best character that you can buy. And yes, he is indeed very powerful. He by himself destroys many teams that are meta at the moment. So of course his shards are going to be very important. And because there were many offers, for sure that the whales have very strong Silver Surfers, and the little guy will not have. But this is the way the game works, and this is the way the game gets funded. Now, I have seen many whale tiers from content creators saying, oh, think about the free-to-play and think about this and think about that. Yeah, sure, I agree that there is a huge gap of players that can have this character early on and already have him geared to gear tier 15, and that already have him at 6 yellow stars and so on. Of course, there's going to be a huge gap between people who have this character and people who don't have this character. And of course, you are going to notice that in war. But this type of games, mobile games, there is always a huge gap between the premium players and the non-premium players. This is free to play, but someone has to pay for the game to work, no? Just for the servers to run, the artwork, the programming of the gaming and so on. Someone has to pay for that, and it's these whales. So the other whales that are crying whale tears for free to play people is just nonsensical. And going to talk about now a little bit about the milestones and the Doom raid. Once again, I don't understand, like the Doom raid has been available for 2 months and a half, 3 months, and early on I made videos about it, and right now I made videos on how you can one-shot several nodes using characters that you need for Dark Dimension 4. So there is no reason why people should not be interested in this type of content. And I see from my videos, and I saw from the poll that I made, that most of the people are still not doing Doom raids. Why? People should, from the moment they announce it, people should start gearing up characters for this. I did that. Before the Doom raid was released, I was already investing in characters that would allow me to be able to play in these. And now I'm at the point that I can solo by myself 2 lanes. If I can solo 2 lanes and the other guy already solos 2 lanes, that puts aside 6 players that might not be needed to invest in certain characters, and this is something. It's a lack of organization from the alliances. They have to say, oh, you have good red stars on this bio team, on symbiotes or whatever, so you are going to take care of this lane. Or you like mutants, okay, so you have good red stars as well, okay, so you are going to invest in these characters, and you are going to take care of this lane. This is something that we need to focus our investment on, and especially if your alliance is low level or it's not top 100 like mine. This is something that you have to organize your players in order to beat this new challenge that is not so new anymore. They are going to update, or maybe it's not going to be the first strike anymore, maybe it's going to be Doom 2, or I don't know, but they said that this first phase is ending, and we still have more than 70% of the players, based on my viewers, that are not doing this raid. So you have to talk with your alliance leaders and start organizing yourselves so each player can take part of a lane. It's not necessary that one person can clear everything, and I can do this. I can do the tech, the mystic, the bio, and the mutant all by myself. I can do this. Is it necessary? No, but it's possible. And I'm not a whale, I'm a very light spender. So all this craziness that has been that Scopely only cares about whales. They want to drain us all the money we can spend and so on. This is only the case if you are not organized enough. If you organize yourself with your alliance, if everyone commits to the investment on specific characters, you'll be able to do this 30% easy without any problem and without huge investments or crazy character investments. And if you take a look at the characters that I invested on, most of the characters I invested on are used on this Doom raid. So we have the symbiotes. The symbiotes, they were good on Ultimus 7. The symbiotes have been available for a very long time, and most people should have the symbiotes at a decent level that they can use them on these Doom raids, on the bio nodes. You can one-shot the first two nodes with the symbiotes, and then with the last node you have to two-shot it or three-shot, depends on your decisions, but it's possible, and this team has been available for a very long time. Yes, many of the characters are bio, but you don't have to invest on Black Bolt like I did. You could invest on 3 symbiotes. If you have 2 symbiotes at 14, another 3 at 15, you can do it very, very easy. It's just about getting the characters at level 80. Another team that I'm using to one-shot these nodes is Thanos, Ebony Maw, Hela, Ghost Rider, and Mordo. I showed this team months and months ago that was able to one-shot all nodes on Ultimus 7 difficulty 5, and early on I said, look, this is a great team, you should invest in this team if you have good red stars. All of those characters were mystic, so you could also use them on the beta raids. I suggested this team months and months ago, maybe half a year or more ago, so there is no reason for people to have not invested in these characters. It was a smart investment, once again, because they were able to one-shot the Ultimus 7 difficulty 5 easy, and they are also good for the beta raids. Now we have the mutants. The mutants, we didn't have a good option, but now we have Jubilee for a while. She was only available one time, but the other characters, it's not so good, but there are a few characters you can use. Maybe you'll have to work a little bit more on the mutants because of this being a new team, but it's not like you don't have many options. Some of the nodes, if you use Magneto, Mr. Sinister, and Mystique, plus Colossus, and for example Beast or something like that, you are still going to be able to take down those nodes. So once again, these characters have been available for a very long time, and most of them are also good for Dark Dimension 3, Dark Dimension 4, and for the beta raids. So and alpha raids as well, because some of them are global and so on. So for me, it doesn't make sense to see people complaining about these, at least because these teams have been talked about. At least I talk about all these teams months and months ago, and I have no inside information. This was just the teams that I thought these teams are really good, have a lot of potential, so I'm going to invest in these characters. And on the tech teams, we have Ghost. She's very good on Dark Dimension 4, and you can also use her on these raids. And you have Dr. Octopus. He's legendary, so he's farmable and so on. And then you have to use Minerva, Shuri, or Vulture, and you have to use Yellow Jacket. If you use these characters, you are going to one-shot the tech nodes very, very easily. Unfortunately, I still have to gear up this guy, but you can take care of the other guys very easy as well. And you can also use this guy on Dark Dimension 4 and on the Gamma raids. So all these characters that you need for the Doom raids, they're also needed for other places. So if you are not investing in these characters and you decide to invest in Shadowland and so on, that's the decision you made. It's not Scopely's fault or anything. It's always your decision on which to invest, which characters to invest. And I'm always trying to give you the best advice for characters that have the most potential. Yes, Shadowland is great for Alliance Wars and so on, but the Too Many Sorcerers team is great. It has characters that are great on Dark Dimension 4, on the many raids and so on. So it's up to you if you want to listen to content creators that have been giving you good advices for many months or not. Okay, so we talk about the bio team, we talk about the mystic team, we talk about the tech team, the skill team. Black Widow, many people said, oh, trash character, not good for Dark Dimension 4 and so on. I disagree. And if you check my videos on Ultimus 7 difficulty 5, I made a team with Captain America and Black Widow, and I showed the potential for them on Ultimus 7. They were also able to one-shot all the nodes together with Dr. Octopus and with Lady Electro, and I don't remember who was the fifth character, but it was also possible. So it's not like these characters are completely useless. Oh, you can use only on Alliance Wars defense or whatever because they are trash and bleeds. No, it's not the case. And Hawkeye, many people say, oh, Hawkeye is trash because some of the characters on the Doom raids, they are immune to blind. Yes, that's true, but the other characters are not immune to blind, and you can take advantage of that. Just because 3 or 4 characters are immune to blind, those characters, they don't even have any synergy with good characters, so it's irrelevant. So it's another option that you could also take for Dark Dimension 4. Hawkeye, he has the blind, he has the slow, he has the turn rewind, he has the synergy with the other characters. So it was another character that had a lot of potential and that you could also use on the Doom raids. Another character of the skill team that I talked about is Nick Fury. I show how good Nick Fury can be on Ultimus 7 difficulty 5. You can check my videos, and I use him in many nodes or almost every node, and thanks to him you can also one-shot every node on, or almost every node in difficulty 5. So once again, like, I don't understand this, that the Doom raids are only for whales and only for to drain all the money from people and so on, so we can't get the milestones for Silver Surfer. I just can't agree with that, and people have to take responsibility of their actions and the characters they invest on. The developers warned us 3 months ago or 4 months ago that the Doom raids were going to be very important. 2 months ago, or at least 1 month and a half ago, they said this is the way you will get the blue isolate, and so on. So it doesn't make any sense that we are blaming everything on Scopely. We have to take responsibility for our actions, and that's it. So I don't know if I'm going to get all the shards from this. we have 7 days left, and we are at 40,000, so we'll probably reach 80,000. So we'll leave, I will lose potential of 12 shards for Silver Surfer. It's just something I have to deal with. Sooner or later I will get them, and I will get this guy at 7 yellow stars, and it's just a matter of time. You should always invest on these characters that are good on many game modes, not only on Alliance Wars, because they destroy Marauders and so on. I think this is very misleading of some people to say this. They influence you to invest in these characters. Yes, they are good, but other places to invest is more important, and the Doom Raids is definitely something that you should have been thinking about for a while, especially when they match exactly with the beta raids. And in many situations you can use characters for Dark Dimension 4, Dark Dimension 3, for the alpha raids, and for the gamma raids. You need to cross all the connections of the utility of the characters, decide which characters are good and so on, and then you have the best teams, and you don't have to waste time thinking about that Scopely is bad or whatever. I don't know. For me, I just find it unnecessary, all this drama about Silver Surfer. Yes, he's a great character. Yes, maybe he's not being released the most friendly way, but this is what people wanted. They wanted a goal to achieve with the milestones from the raids, because before it was a joke. They revamped it, and now they put Silver Surfer there. So now it's all about you. You should have started focusing on this 2 or 3 months ago, like I did, and I gave you the advice to focus on this. Everyone ignored my advice, and now we are at this situation where everyone is angry with Scopely and so on, when it's completely unnecessary. So once again, if you want to get the Silver Surfer shards for the bio team, you use symbiotes. That's it. You go here, symbiotes. Those are all the characters you need. Invest in these 5. You should get these 2 up faster, and then these 2, and then this one you can ignore. Then for the Mystic, you want to get the Mordo, Hela, Ghost Rider, Ebony Maw, Thanos. If you have this team is amazing. You can one-shot almost every single node. Even the boss node, I almost one-shot it. I just need a stronger Ghost Rider. And then we have the skill. Let's go for skill now. For skill, yes, there are not many options, but you should definitely invest on Red Guardian. He is farmable. Taskmaster is farmable. And wait until I invest on these characters, but I'm gonna use Hawkeye, and I'm gonna use Black Widow and Nick Fury. This is gonna be my team. I already one-shot the first node. The first node is very easy, of course, but as you can see, these guys are level 71, 72, 65. So if I can one-shot with this team at this level, very under level and very under geared, for sure that I will be more easily one-shot at level 80 when I gear up all these characters. Okay, so that's the skill, and now let's take a look at the mutants. The mutants, the best team, you have 2 teams, but I prefer this one. You want to take Emma Frost, Iceman, Beast, Bishop, and Jubilee. Mr. Sinister is good in some nodes, but if you want really to play it without any concern, Iceman is the way to go. Mr. Sinister is nice, but it's just a problematic character, and he has fallen off the meta quite a lot. And finally we have the tech team, and for the tech team you have to take Dr. Octopus. He is one of the most important characters that you want to take. Then you want to take Shuri for the energy. Then you can go with Vulture, Ghost, or Yellow Jacket, or you can go with Minerva and Yellow Jacket, or Yellow Jacket and Yellow Jacket, because you have to take Yellow Jacket. That's the way it works. Ultron, you can also use Ultron, but if you're going to use Ultron, maybe use Scientist Supreme to remove negative effects or something like this. But the team I prefer is Dr. Octopus, Shuri, Vulture, Ghost, and Yellow Jacket. This is my favorite team. Unfortunately, I still have to get up this guy, and yeah. So none of these characters are Doctor Doom, none of these characters are Silver Surfer, so you don't have to go balls deep into the game in order to get these Silver Surfer shards. You can one-shot most of the nodes if you have the right teams. I have a playlist with 3 lanes telling you exactly which characters you have to attack to one-shot without using any healing items, so you'll have no problem there. So yeah, that's my take on this controversy. I hope you guys enjoy it. Once again, let me know in the comments below if you agree with me, if you don't agree with me, if Scopely has the responsibility, or if you have a responsibility for your actions. I think this time they warned us long time ago that this was going to be the next important stuff to do, and I just did what I felt it was the better decision, to invest in this character so I could tackle early on this raid. And yeah, so that's going to be the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, you know what to do. Smash that like button like a boss. And yeah, once again, leave the comments below on what you think about this Silver Surfer controversy, and I'll catch you guys later.